depending when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told out of Voice of Radio. So today, we need to take a little bit of a look at a bunch of cool news stories, including older Elite training boxes coming back, which is awesome, a new Pokémon V, and some lovely, well, I'm going to be honest with you, right, it's just a nice clear version of the Pikachu and Zekrom gold card, but that's still fun to have a quick look at. So, Elite Trainer boxes. Now, this comes from one of you lovely folks over on Twitter, Bobbinghead, at BobbingheadYT, and I've said it many times, and I'm going to say it many more, and I don't even care. Any of you that take the time and effort to get in touch with me and share news, whether I know it or not, I don't really care. Anyone that takes time out of their day to feed me this stuff is awesome, and I really appreciate it. You guys rock. And they shared this message with a distributor or retailer. Think distributor. It says, hello, on your website you have the Vivid Voltage Elite Trainer Box and the Darkness Ablaze Elite Trainer Box up for pre-order. Is this an error? I've not heard any other countries getting this reprint. If it's not an error, please could you let me know the approximate dates? And it said, hi Bobbinghead, it's not a mistake. There will be more Elite Trainer boxes coming to Australia. Our customers will know the ETA. Please contact your local retailer for more information. Now that was from a distributor. So essentially, the distributor is getting more of those in and they are going out. Now, of course, the first question here becomes, well, all right, what about other countries? Don't know. I am sharing with you the very best information that I have, and the fact of the matter is I have information about this coming out in Australia, and I don't have information about this coming out in other countries. If I get information about this coming out in other countries, you better believe that stuff is ending up in a video. For now, the only information I have is that it is coming to Australia. And like I've said, there are a number of reasons why this could be. It could be that there are just some that got printed and didn't get sent out for whatever reason. It could be a new printing. It could be that they were somewhere where they weren't being sold and they're being redirected to this distributor in Australia. It could be stuff that was set aside deliberately, stuff that's being redirected from somewhere else. It could be a new printing. The answer is we don't know. But the important point is that if you are a customer in Australia, these are going to be out and about. And this is frankly wonderful, wonderful news. I mean, going and having a quick look over on US eBay, a Vivid Voltage Elite Trainer Box, there is one which has got about 9 hours left, which has bid up to $84, and one which is currently being listed, buy it now, for $95. The price of this has gone up pretty dramatically. As for Darkness Ablaze, we can have a look there, and you know, the top buy it now listings are $135 and $130. Elite Trainer boxes tend to come into stock, and people buy them, and then they go out of stock, and because they're a very popular product for sealed collections, they tend to raise in value pretty quickly. And that's what's happening. You know, we're currently leading up to Fusion Strike, which is Sword and Shield 8, and these are Elite Trainer boxes for Sword and Shield 3 and 4, and they're already getting to fairly silly prices. In the short term, you've got to believe that the price of these will be going down in Australia. Will it affect other countries? I don't know. Is the reprint coming to other countries? It really is as simple as that. If the reprint ends up coming over to UK, US, Europe, etc., yes, prices in those countries will come down. I think it's fair to say the prices in Australia are about to come down. Now again, this is not some kind of hyper-official confirmation. It is a conversation with a distributor that was shared with me on Twitter. I believe it. It seems legit. And this is excellent, excellent news. I desperately want this to come out in other countries. That would be amazing. I cannot tell you if it will or not. Now, the second piece of news we need to talk about today, I'm going to be honest with you, is not a huge piece of news, but I wanted to share it anyway. We finally have a nice, hyper, perfect, clear image of the Pikachu and Zekrom gold card, which is coming in that Pikachu and Zekrom GX Premium Collection thing. It's awesome, ladies and gentlemen. It is absolutely awesome. And we should all be delighted about it. Now, obviously, this has been confirmed in some places. It has been confirmed in the US. and it has been confirmed in Oceania. It has not yet been confirmed in Europe. Having said that, we have the Reshiram and Charizard GX collection, which I told you is coming out in Argos in the UK. As a side note here, I've been doing some digging, and it seems very likely, not confirmed, but it seems very likely that this actually is an Argos exclusive. I have heard some people telling me that distributors are getting them in, but the distributors are telling them it's only going to be in Argos, so it seems like these are an Argos exclusive. So what you should expect, and again, unconfirmed, this is speculation on my part, but you should be expecting that the Pikachu and Zekrom box will also be seeing a release in UK, but as an exclusive somewhere else. So the Reshiram and Charizard is exclusive to Argos, so the Pikachu and Zekrom might be exclusive to Game, for instance. That's something that would be moderately sensible. Don't know for now, ladies and gentlemen, it's one of those things we will confirm as and when it comes out. But firstly, we got a nice clear look at the Pikachu and Zekrom gold card. That's amazing. And secondly, just confirmation that that product, which has been going to Argos, has, well, seemingly become an exclusive. And I generally wouldn't chuck in a new Pokemon V on the end of a news video, but honestly, over in Japan overnight, they only revealed one card. That's it. They just revealed Zacian V. So what am I going to do? Not cover it? Doesn't sound like me, ladies and gentlemen. Doesn't sound like me. So let's have a gander at Zacian V, shall we? Now, what we've got here in terms of HP is 220, which is standard. That's what we saw on the other Zacian. And then we've got, fairly standard retreat cost of 2 and a weakness to metal. You see, ladies and gentlemen, Zacian is actually a steel fairy Pokemon in the video games, and we think about Zacian as being a metal Pokemon, because that Zacian V is a metal type. This is a psychic type, but it's a fairy type, which is obviously, psychic nowadays, which means it comes through as a psychic type of metal weakness, and honestly, it looks weird and cringy, and I don't really like it. Sorry. But we are hitting weakness on Rapid Strike Urshifu, and indeed Single Strike Urshifu, and you know what? They're both actually really good decks moving forward, so I think I can probably forgive it. In terms of the ability here, I think this is the main draw here. Once during your turn, you may search your deck for a Psychic Energy and attach it to one of your Pokemon. Then you shuffle your deck, and your turn ends. Which should sound a lot like Leafeon V, because this is the ability of Leafeon V. Now, obviously, Leafeon V is for Grass Energy, not Psychic, but this is the same deal. And I like it. I liked this ability on Leafeon V for Grass Energy, and I like this ability on Zacian for Psychic Energy. The problem is, I'm not sure how much play it's going to see. Now, you see, when we talk about Leafeon V, that does see play, but because Leafeon V Max does. It's lovely as an emergency. It's turn 1 and I can't attack anyway, or I've got nothing else to do this turn, so I might as well end my turn. But the fact of the matter is, Psychic have really good energy acceleration. They've got that Cresselia, which can, on turn 1 going second, go ahead and search your free energy and attach them. And I'd certainly, on my first turn going second, rather use Cresselia than use this. Or you've got Galarian Moltres, which lets you attach 2 extra energy as you bench it, which is very, very cool. And Psychic decks are really cool, and let's not forget that Shadow Rider Calyrex does extra damage for each Psychic energy on the board, and this will get, or your side of the board at least, and this will get extra Psychic energy on your side of the board. But I think it's an emergency ability. And if I'm using it on Leafeon where I'm going to be evolving, yes. Using it on Zacian where I'm not going to be evolving, I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sure how much I love it. But there is an attack here, free colourless energy, 60 damage, plus 30 more for each Psychic Energy attached to this Pokemon. So if you can get lots of Psychic Energy on it, you are rolling. And let's not forget that Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX will allow you to attach an extra Psychic Energy to one of your bench Pokemon and draw 2 cards. So there's no reason you couldn't use a bunch of Shadow Rider Calyrex to attach a bunch of energy to Zacian, draw a bunch of cards, and then go nuts with Storm Slash. Thing is, if I attach, say, 3 Psychic Energy, which really is the minimum here, I'm doing 60 base plus 90 for the free energy, which is 150 total. It's not enough. It's just not. 150 doesn't get you much nowadays. 150 doesn't even get you a KO on a Crobat. I'll need a 4th energy to get a KO on a Crobat. And I know I can do that, but I don't really want to attach 4 energy to get a KO on a Crobat. Not to mention that nowadays we're in a format where there's a bunch of Pokemon V Max that can one-hit Pokemon V and take a hit. So I don't really want to be attaching energy after energy after energy to a Pokemon V that's going to get one hit by all the V Maxes in the format. And I think Zacian V ends up being slightly underwhelming. Now, let's be clear, I love the ability as an emergency, as a one-of, as a tech, as a whatever. I'm not going to be attacking, I might as well do this. Sure, it's probably not as good as the other Zacian's ability. Draw 3 cards and if any are metal, attach them to Zacian if you want to. But firstly, this can attach to anyone, not just Zacian, and secondly, this is Psychic Energy, not Metal, so it's kind of a moot point. It's also going to be in the format for exactly 1 year longer, because it's Regulation Mark E, not Regulation Mark D. My point is, it's a fun ability, but in lieu of a Pokemon to evolve into or something else, I think it is firmly in tech territory here. So I'm going to go ahead and give it between 3 and 4 Wassies. We don't give half Wassies, that would be barbaric. I ain't saying it's bad, ladies and gentlemen, because I don't think it's bad. I think it's fine. But I don't think it's good. And I think that's the big difference here. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Wonderful news about Elite Trainer Boxes. A new Zacian V, which we can all get moderately excited about. And, come on, that Pikachu and Zekrom looks awesome. I just want to find out how we can get it in the UK. That would be lovely. But now it's over to you guys. I want to know what you think about all of these stories. So let me know in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at The Wasi, and Twitch for some live action at twitch.tv/PTCG Radio. If you want to support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all that good stuff, head on over to patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can do exactly that. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.